Which expedition are you from?
No. You promised. You promised!
The story of Expedition 33 is one of hardship, curiosity, challenges, and pushing through them. You begin in Lumiere, a picturesque but fractured city with a view on a monolith. The journey begins with Gustave on the roof of a building in a terrace garden, reflecting on whether to talk to his ex-girlfriend, Sophie. Maëlle, Gustave's ward, pushes him to do it, guiding him through the roofs to reach her at the square. Today is the last day where he can say goodbye to her. They broke up years prior due to their different view on starting a family, where Sophie didn't want any due to the gommage. He finds the chance to talk to her, and they get along like not one day separated their last encounter.
Can we talk?
Gustave. Walk me to the harbor?
Yes.
They stroll through the city, looking at all the petals on the ground and talking to the people who've gathered. Their walk ends at the harbor, with a view on the monolith. They both wish they could share an eternity together, but the gommage just makes it impossible. The gommage is an event all Lumiereans are familiar with. See, on a specific day every year, whoever's age coincides with the number on the monolith before the change will die, dissolving into flowers. This year the monolith is marked by the number 34, so all 34-year-olds will dissolve when the monolith strikes. At the base, we see the paintress, who sits still, clinging onto her own legs, waiting for the right time before erasing the number and writing the next one. Sophie shows her sympathetic side even with her, saying that she looks sad and that she feels for her, which intrigued Gustave as the paintress is about to take her life and she knows it. But everyone feels differently about the gommage. Some accept it happily as their fate. Others wish they could just live longer, while some drink themselves away. It's very dystopic to see how many people are willing to accept that now being 30 is old and that their death is sealed. Many even stop making kids because of it, as they will be left with no parents at terribly young ages, which is what happened to Maëlle and what prompted Sophie to not want any. Except that their fate isn't actually sealed. Since the paintress is the one changing the number of the monolith for the strike, people have come up with a solution that, if they could stop her from doing it by killing her, nobody will ever suffer from the gommage again.
I'm here.
It's through this shared sentiment that expeditions were born with their motto, "When one falls, we continue." The unifying will of people to keep on living and reaching the continent.
Expeditioners, we do not take for granted that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you.
While we are now at the number 33 on the monolith, the real journey for Lumiere began 67 years ago, after the fracture. And the first expedition wasn't Expedition 100, but Expedition 0. All that time ago, Lumiere was split into pieces and thrown miles away by a fracture, which also allowed the monolith to set in the distance. Expedition 0 were the pioneers of the continent, this land that now separated Lumiere and the tower. Through their expedition, they carried the knowledge that through the years built all that was known to them. They were the ones who reached the furthest, and it was also the only expedition that saw people coming back to Lumiere to tell the tale, while all the others failed and were left in an unknown state. That return is how the city got most of its mythological stories, from new species called Nevrons to friendly ones like the Gestrals and so on. But the one and only expedition that lived to see and share it died so long ago that nobody was sure they were real anymore. With nobody from Expedition 99 to 34 to come back, people had accepted their lives were soon to be over, and fewer people each year joined expeditions. But this time, there was a major difference that played in their favor. Expedition 33's general, Gustav, spent his life working on a project meant to aid expeditioners, the Lumina Converter. What makes Expedition 33 stand out from all the previous ones is this tiny creation. Expeditioners can use supernatural abilities called pictos, which is Latin for painted. Some equip them to the weapons they have, like Gustav with his arm, others tattoo them on themselves like Lune, and each expeditioner is limited to 3 of them at a time. Here is important to mention how Nevrons are said to work. They are made of chroma, a substance that in the world of expedition can create life forms, and that humans in Lumiere use for magic. The Lumina Converter is built to take the chroma of defeated Nevrons upon their death, and through it create copies of pictos so that there is no limit as to how many you can have. This, though, is purely theoretical, as there are no Nevrons in Lumiere, and there is no way to test it until the journey begins.
Get ready. You're old. How did you survive the Gommage? Which expedition are you from? Fall back! Stop! Come on, we need to go! He's not following. Putain! What the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Merde! What do we do now?
Regroup at the rally point. The indigo tree.
Come on! Move! Fucking snap out!
Gustav wakes up after the mess in Spring Meadows. He's still stunned and hurt from the battle, but he manages to find forces to get himself up. As he walks around, he notices that he's out of breath and that his heart is pounding abnormally. With a bunch of stress and a couple hits to the chest, he recovers. There he realizes that he's met with an absurd anticlimactic scenery completely different from the beginning one, with a shining sun, green trees, and nothing bad in sight. A few steps ahead, and is met by a Nevron, the very first that he can admire on his own, and a battle between the two begins. After a bit of struggle and the Nevron defeated, the Nevron disappears into thin air. As he walks down the path, he wanders around, trying to understand how he got there, where he actually is, and if he can regroup at the Indigo Tree, the landmark for regrouping that the expedition had set up. On the way there, he finds dozens, hundreds even of impaled expeditioner bodies, intact but fully pale, which contour the path of his walk leading up to a cave, and inside to massive bodies piling up. It's at this point that Gustav's morale hits its lowest. He sits down next to his now dead friends, draws the gun, readies the finger.
You do that, we both die. Wake up, Gustav.
Lune. The others.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die.
We're already dead. Look around, look. Look.
This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue. The Lumina converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions.
After defeating the bigger Nevrons together, they decide to test whether the Lumina converter actually works.
It really works. We're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on. There might be other survivors at the Indigo Tree.
They get out of the cave and climb their way up to the trees area, thanks to Expedition 69's handholds, as they were the Climbers expedition. Before they make it to the tree, though, they find a place with multiple things that challenge everything they've known up to that point. Expeditioners' bodies now converging, a pale Nevron, and the very first expedition journal from Expedition 81. They ready up for a fight at first, seeing Nevron with dead friends by his side. But then they realize that the Nevron doesn't attack.
Something's wrong with it. Why isn't it attacking us?
Then they see the journal and take it to see if it can answer some questions.
Expedition 81, René. Huge discovery. This is the first Nevron with whom we've been able to communicate. It seems stuck in this cave. Gregoire is, as usual, deeply suspicious, but this could change our entire understanding of Nevrons and the Patrons.
They communicated with a Nevron.
The dead here don't disappear like in Lumia. Their chroma stays inside their bodies.
On the beach, some did disappear.
He wasn't a Nevron.
Something about the way Nevrons kill seems to affect our chroma.
Perhaps your friend here can enlighten us.
And Gustavo was not wrong. Nevron begins to speak and clarifies that he will never kill these people because he was painted to bring light, but it was taken away from him. This confuses Gustav and Luna because up to that point they believed the paintress only painted humans, and that although the Gummage was a thing, that she wouldn't paint anything bad. Yet they discover that she paints the Nevrons as well. They take in consideration to bring it light, and then they keep on heading towards the indigo tree, where they see flares.
Flares!
Survivors.
Leo!
Fuck. It's big.
Luna and Gustav are backed up by this massive Nevron, but their force combined manages to put him to an end. They're happy that they made it, but they still lost another teammate. At the very least, this gives them hope to be able to find somebody else, and something peculiar confirms it.
There's a message on the wall. Took mile to the weird corals. Head north, look for a door inside a hut.
Clair.
It sounds like an expeditioner, but everyone knows to sign their messages.
Yeah, but they might have been in a hurry.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like anyone on the team. What if it's a trap? The man on the beach?
It's a lead. Our only lead. Whoever this is knows Mael. We have to go.
No, not yet. Protocol is to regroup at the rally point and wait 3 days.
Things change in the field.
There's a reason.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency.
There's
You know that.
There's a reason. It's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations.
Was our entire team dying part of that optimal result? Look, I'm going after Maya. Protocol also states, never move solo. I'll let you choose which protocol you break.
Before heading to the coral area, Gustav and Luna decide to camp to quiet things down a bit. But the tension is just too high for them to rest, as Gustav's sentiment take over his rationality.
I am not letting Mael die out here. I'm taking her home.
What? No! We have a mission!
Oh, fuck the mission! Fuck the mission, Lune! What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take down the paintress, just the three of us? My gun and your sparks?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if. When. We knew not all of us would make it. But we continue. As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
But I'm not afraid to fight, it's just Mael,
Mael swore the same oath.
I know that!
She chose her life.
After Luna manages to let Gustav see reason, they rest to prepare for what comes next.
There's a door inside. Mael?
Gustav? Are you real?
With the group and Mael reunited, the journey can now continue even better and stronger. But we still don't know how she got here to begin with and who wrote on the tree.
How did you end up here?
I don't know. It's all a blur. I remember everyone at the beach. Then I woke up here. With him. He's been helping me a lot. He reinforced all my pictos.
What is he?
I'm not sure. He doesn't really talk.
The chroma around him. It's quite different from the Nevrons.
With Mael found and the group finally reunited, we meet the very first couple of creatures that are really important for the journey. The Curator, which is the chrome-absorbing entity that took care of Mael, and a little special one.
Yeah, or we could get back to the indigo tree.
Neko's usually here. I wonder where...
Is that a gestural?
Stop that, you big hairy brush face. Can't you see they're human? Neko's a bit dramatic, but if you're nice, Neko will trade you lots of useful items for chroma.
Together with the Gestural, they encounter a field of flowers with a rose in the middle. It's so magical that it allows Gustav to see Sophie again, but when they take the flower, a Nevron comes out.
Watch out! It only attacks when... Gustav, wait! It seems peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers.
Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a painter's creation.
The more they navigate the content, the more they find out that Nevrons have shades and are not just black and white, because clearly this one even has feelings. Yet despite all of these beauties, something still troubles Mael, giving her nightmares. We don't know who she sees or what it means, but something is clear. In her subconscious, she feels stressed, unnerved, and enraged towards the paintress. She opens up to Gustav about the nightmares, and they make an important promise to each other that should be kept no matter what.
I've been having nightmares.
Yeah, me too. Look, if death approaches, I want you to run. No, promise me. Run. Especially if we meet the man from the beach. We can't face him. You see him, you run.
Only if you do the same.
Oh, I'm running as soon as I see a strand of white hair, trust me. You won't even see me, I'm running so fast.
Oh, please, you're an old man. I can outrun you any day.
Yeah, right.
At the camp with a view on the monolith, before resting, expeditioners take some time to bond and prepare for the next day. Because while they have explored new land that they've never seen before and learned more than they would have ever thought, there are still so many unknowns. Noko, the cute little gestural, suggests that we go to his camp so that we can be welcomed by his people. On the way there, we discover new species, such as this human-shaped Nevron or a mass of chroma that isn't really explained to us, but that looks just like the Curator, and that, like him, knows expeditions, but yet won't talk too much. Speaking of not talking, Noko didn't really tell the Gestural village that we were coming.
Hey, we're not Nevrons!
Don't worry. We don't want to hurt you, Patat. Noko sent us.
Kapatate, oh, te noko te kepate? Oh, hati noko ke parke debe sakapatate.
If you guide us to your village,
Claro, maricón. Okay, Lil. Pero que mi bossa kapatat, ni sugama bi de virageo.
Guide us to your village and maybe he'll make you something better.
Wait, what are you...
Jeri saka kipo?
Trust me. I hate liars.
Okay, Lil. Kama vive, leko gami sakapatat.
Here we meet Golgra, the chief of the village, or as the Gestrals call her, the chef. But more realistically, she's the chief of every single Gestral ever. She's represented to us as a tough, hard-working Gestral that makes everybody sweat for what they earn, but at the same time, you can tell that she is just like a loving mother. Through her, we learn that Gestral's way of showing respect is fighting and beating each other up. So hey, if a Gestral wants to beat you up, he likes you. Before she can tell us where to go to learn how to swim and cross the continent, she needs to test our abilities. We are sent to the Gestral arena and are told to fight in 4 different rounds to beat the undisputed champion. If we manage to, she'll guide us towards where we actually need to go. So, we sign up for the Arena Championship, we fight some buckaroos to get to the fight. Hey, wait a sec, who the fuck is that?
Wait, that's...
Sia.
What? How? You guys? You're alive! I thought I was the only one left.
È umano! Sarà chi pottura, chi massano! Chi mano faito! Rona faito che no be!
They're expecting a bit of a show. Shall we?
As I said, Gestrals are really fond of fighting. So we give them a good watch with Ciel, and after we're done, we can be reunited again and on to the next mission. See, what we mainly needed from the Gestrals was a password to Eskia's nest, this creature that has been told to be magical and with abilities that supersede anything else in the continent. And in good Gestral fashion, Golgra reveals that the password is "Get out of my way!" Scream as loud as you can, it specifically says that. Who would have guessed? So, Gustav, Luna, Ciel, and Mael get into the nest, and they try the password.
Get out of my way!
Jeez, parino.
No, it's just the... it's the password.
Rico femicola, gor grande bare bombino, passwordito, gomiku rapito sava.
And after this little mistake, we can finally meet him.
no Eskie.
Bonjour, mes amis.
Hey, bonjour mon ami.
Ciel?
Odd. I don't know. He seems nice.
We need to cross the sea. Golgra said you could help.
Mon ami, a rolling stone gathers no moss.
Pardon me?
In the stories, they say Eskie likes to speak in riddles.
In what way?
I don't get it.
We really need to cross the sea. Would you please help us?
There's a lot of you to carry. I'm strong, but I'm not that strong. I will need Flory,
Who's Flory?
one of my rocks.
Rocks.
See? Flory helps me swim, But Flory was stolen by my arch nemesis, the one whose every step shakes the foundation of the world, the one known as Francois.
Okay.
And while you may expect Francois to be an incredible enemy located deep in Never-infested territory, he's just Eskier's neighbor. They just don't like each other very much.
A rock? I am not a rock. Do you have rocks for eyes? You certainly have rocks for brains. I am clearly a turtle. Eskier! Stop sending hooligans over here!
Stop being a meanie.
So, as good hooligans, we go and fight Francois for a fair battle, and whoever wins gets to keep the rock. Of course, the expeditioners get an easy win, and we acquire the rock with not too much trouble. Thanks to this rock, Eskier can finally swim and can carry us across the continent.
That's not Flory.
What do you mean, that's not Flory?
Ha! I never had Flory! Your rock is still on the Stone Wave Cliffs!
Well, damn it, he got us. He just gave us a random rock. And now we can see why Francois is the arch-enemy of Eskier. As he said though, it is in the Stone Wave Cliffs, so we can go there and retrieve it. Before we do that though, we find a journal that reveals how one of the expeditions ended. This is why they're actually so good.
Expedition 66, Marcel. Damn you, Eskier, and your stupid mushrooms. Your friend ate them with no problem, but it also seems your friend was immortal. That's the sort of extremely relevant detail that you should mention at the start. Oh, stop crying. You're not the one about to die. I can't believe this is the end of our expedition. We've learned nothing and achieved nothing, and we're not even leaving anything useful for future expeditions. Damn it all, I should never have trusted a giant talking marshmallow. Great, and now I'm losing consciousness.
Before we are allowed to go back, we find out that Marcel's consciousness is not the only one being played with here.
You've been quiet since you saw those people.
It felt like they knew me. Like, actually knew me. I don't understand what's happening. I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
You know, now, I feel a little less lost, because at least we're lost together. What? What? Stop it. Too cheesy? No. Well, if it makes you feel better, I was even more lost when I was 16.
I heard that was because you were only thinking about girls.
Yep, but guess what? The girls weren't thinking about me at all.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I envy them. Those who can't see. Those who know not that they are not. And those who live, blithe and free, sins forgotten, and thus absolved. A fresh dawn in their playground, while we live in shadows. Swimming in ink, we are but a fragile dream, a singular weed iron dirt, that eternal law. Those who can't see, those who know not, that they are not. Do you know? We are fellows, those who know not, that they are not.
Here we find out that Miles' nightmares are there even when she's not there to see them, which means they're not bound to her consciousness. Regardless, the mission must continue, so we move on to the Stonewave Cliffs, where we find out that Eskia was kind of lying this whole time and he's much more powerful than he lets out.
Mes amis, Flory's close. I can feel it.
Come on, you can fly. Can't you get Flora yourself?
Oh no, too much effort.
So, wait. Eskia is that powerful?
Apparently so, but also lazy.
You know that if you've gone for that boss fight right there, before reaching this point, that boss is not easy. But what comes next is not any easier.
Get rid of it. The rock should be nearby.
Easier than expected.
Hey, don't jinx us. No need to invite misfortune.
I don't see any stones.
What's happening?
Misfortune.
Mile did jinx it, misfortune came, and the second phase of the Landmaster begins, where expeditioners need to defeat it again. But once done, Eskia can finally be rejoiced with Flory, and he can swim us to the pain trails.
Is this it?
Oh, Flory. All right. Ready to sail like a snail. Just jump, mes amis. It's not that high.
We can finally cross the sea.
Wanna throw one more rock?
The others are waiting, but...
You might reach her.
Okay. Ooh, what about that one? Well, you know, like I always say, it's not about the rock. It's more about Run.
Gustave's parental instinct kicks in and does anything he can to protect Maëlle, despite facing a heavy injury even before the fight began. The girls at the bottom notice that there's not much they can do.
Something's going on up there. Esquier, get us up there!
He tries his hardest to go at the white-haired man, but he doesn't budge at all, so Gustave has to try to overcharge his arm.
For those who come after. Right?
You promised!
You won't yet understand. But this is a kindness, not a cruelty.
You let her come. You know she's too weak for this. How could you let her take such a risk?
You only care when things are right in front of you. My sweet child, you were supposed to stay home. I told you not to worry. But since you're here now, just stay put.
What are you saying? You must go home, now. This does not involve you.
When this is over, we'll go home together.
No!
This won't make sense to you now. But we both want what's best for our families. I'm sorry you're caught in the middle, but I did try to warn you. It's been a while. Stay out of this. You chose to walk away. You don't get to come back now and interfere.
You've lived more than a lifetime. It's time to let her go.
A lifetime. A lifetime with my family torn apart. No. I want my family back.
It's not your family. But she is.
You would use her.
She chose to come. I didn't make the rules between you two. It's okay. I'll handle things here. Get back to your friends. Go.
So that's it. You've set us down this path. But are you ready for the consequences?
She'll never paint again. This seemed important. If you want to reach the monolith, the best path is through the quarry up north.
Who are you? And where did you get that expedition uniform?
Strange way to say thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't save your friend. I'm wearing an expedition uniform because I, too, am an expeditioner.
What? What do you mean you're an...
I've never seen you before.
First expedition. Expedition 0.
Expedition 0? But how are you alive and not...
Old? I don't know exactly, but some of us stopped aging and were not affected by the gamage.
Some of you? Like the man on the cliff?
Anwar, our commander.
Why? Why did he massacre our team?
How could he turn on his own people?
He believes his immortality is a gift from the Paintress. Killing her would kill him too, and he enjoys living forever.
And you don't?
Burying everyone you know while you live on can weigh you down a bit.
Now we know the white-haired man's name, Renoir. And this stranger seems to want to join us. He knows how to reach the Paintress, where to go to get all the way there, and he has the same goal as us: kill the Paintress and put an end to all of this. His name is Verso. He says that our next stop before we can actually go to the Paintress will be Monoko Station. It's the only place in the whole continent, including Lumiere, where snow can be seen, something Lumiereans have never seen and are quite fascinated by. This station used to unite both ends of Lumiere before the fracture began, and through there we can get an old friend to come with us and help in the mission.
Noko's not here. That means... slow as ever, mon vieux.
Here we meet Monoko, a Gestrel, father of Noko actually, and more importantly, Verso's only friend who knows how to reach Old Lumiere, the one that is now separated after the fracture. It's important to notice that on our way there, from our starting place, each time we get closer to the monolith, these fading people get more and more realistic, and what they say starts making more and more sense. These days, I'm just a man who sits and thinks. When she was young, she'd get sad thinking about mortality. But when I asked her about her sadness, her answer surprised me. She, who painted Neverons, wasn't scared of death. She was sad because there are more works of art than she'd ever get to see in her lifetime. All the beauty in the world she'd never get to experience. That saddened her. I encouraged them to believe that their dreams are within the grasp, but she proved me wrong every time. She did love to challenge me. It's important to remember the ones we love, to keep them alive in our minds when they are far away. And while these fading men are getting more and more detailed with what they say and what they tell us, somebody hasn't been such transparent with us. Somebody has kept on lying about their business, and we've not known it until now, despite all of the feelings. But once in Old Lumiere, we find a diary that changes everything.
"58. They were the ones that Verso was traveling with."
An axon. Interesting. Verso is... Is this true?
Mael's with him.
We need to go. Now!
Verso would never harm her.
I knew you'd open the door for her.
Really, Verso? This was your plan? How many times must you hurt our family?
No, you don't get to lecture me on family.
Why do you refuse to see I am doing this for us? Yet you insist on rushing toward death. You're trying to stop the wrong cycle.
You're doing this for yourself.
Of course. It's easier for you to think that, isn't it? Easier to betray us if I'm the villain.
So move. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You haven't told her the truth. Have you, son?
Sorry we're late. We were busy doing a bit of reading. Were you planning on sharing that this man, the man who murdered our team, is your father?
Family is not my favorite topic. Right, can we talk about this later? I'd really like for you all to survive this.
And despite learning Verso's deepest secret, they still stay united, fighting Renoir. This time though, in front of the manor where his family lives. But despite all the strength, despite all the way the expeditioners have come, Renoir still doesn't even budge.
What is that? Who are you? Tell me your name.
Where did it go? No. Alicia.
Fuck!
Verso gets really angry because in that manor was the heart of the Paintress, his only chance at defeating her before she could even catch him doing it. But with it gone now, our only lead is something Luna found out. Apparently, the Curator's chroma manipulation is so strong that through defeating a couple bosses called the Accents and bringing in some of their pieces, he can craft us a weapon that can remove the force field around the Paintress Tower. There are 3 options we can go for, but one, set by Verso, is way too high and hard to reach. One was already fought by one of the expeditions, so it's kinda weakened, and the other one is more accessible. The ones we'll be fighting will be Siren and Visage, which translated are the Siren and the Face, but more than the face, the mask. What's peculiar about them is not only that they drop materials that can get us access to that weapon, but they are much bigger and much stronger version of bosses that are nowhere else found in the game. Monoko even gave them a philosophical name rather than calling them with their own. Siren is known as she who plays with wonder, the wonder being life, she who plays with life, while Visage is he who guards truth with lies. While Monoko doesn't actually say where he got this from and there is no clarity about this, the way he calls them refer to specific people inside of this story. He who guards truth with lies is Verso, as we've seen him lie about himself and where he comes from the whole time, while she who plays with wonder and creates life is the Paintress. The action fights reveal some peculiar characteristic of our characters. Visage heavily affects everybody who carries a mask and isn't their true self, and thus our only way to defeat it is through Ciel, who's just herself and doesn't fake a thing. While Siren sings to make you emotional and to see things, but Luna, being stronger than that and more focused on the objective as we've seen throughout the old story, manages to resist. Once defeated and with their chroma-filled item collected, we bring them back to the Curator, who hands us the tool that will allow us to defeat the Paintress. Every time we do that though, Miles' nightmare increase.
Is it you again? Why?
The nightmares are becoming more and more stressful, more intense and direct, with the Paintress always more present, but the Curator hands us the sword and we are ready to pierce the barrier. Before that though, we have one last surprise visit from the white-haired girl that appeared when we first met Verso, who has come to the camp while everybody else was sleeping to give him a letter that we are not going to see or read for a while at least. But we are shown on the cover that it reads Une vie à rêver, a life to dream. After the sun sets upon us, we get the team and go on to Esquier, to the edge of the tower, so that we can break the barrier once and for all. And here begins the end. And the expeditioners are now finally face to face with the Paintress, ready for the battle they had sworn for their entire life. But while they're fighting and the Paintress doesn't budge, they start realizing that this is not her. And with the sight of the paintress in a smaller form entering the portal, the expeditioners are forced to follow her. Once inside, Mael instantly senses her presence somewhere in the world. But the more we go ahead, the more the chroma gets distorted and the more sightings of her life we see. From her painting while on fire, to teaching 3 kids, she who plays with wonder is trying to transcend her gift. But not all the visions we see are joyful. We even see one where she's sitting on a bench and a man approaches her, only for her to leave, signaling some kind of incomprehension and detachment. But while making our way to the top, Renoir shows once again in our path to discuss with Verso, giving some important context.
She's not the only one who grieves. The pain of losing you, she made me inherit it. Punishment, perhaps, for not being there when it mattered.
You lost me years ago, and I lost you.
So you leave us no choice. Tell me, how are you different from her in doing this?
I'm tired.
So trust me. We are your family.
Family is complicated.
If saving you means losing you, then so be it.
And it's when we are fighting and we finally get to beat for the first time Renoir that we learn a very important thing that was kept from us the whole time.
Remember who your real family is. It's not her. It's your sister, your mother, me. We are your family. You would condemn us all to die for what? Who do you really save with your sacrifice?
Your sister and your mother?
You're too drunk on your own illusions to understand.
Then let us celebrate the second destruction of the Dishonored family! At long last, we meet. This is all you have left of your son. Destroying it won't bring your wife back. It will only destroy the last tie you have to each other.
did it, Gustav.
Hey. How did you do that?
Not sure. The curator felt it.
One must wonder how it is possible that a character we've never seen too much about has all of this power. The curator provided us with this word, allowed us into the tower, and killed what we knew to be an immortal human. But there is no time to get into this, because before we know it, the paintress is in front of us.
That's her. The paintress.
She looks like the curator. Renoir. He mentioned the curator's wife. She's the paintress.
You've come back?
Alors tranchons la trame,
But the fire. Are you really here? Or is he?
Je t'en prie, fuis ce tableau maudit, cette toile d'une fausse.
Oh, is he playing tricks again?
Alicia. Alicia.
Your face.
My face? What about my face? Are you going to burn it again?
Alicia's your daughter. And Mayel reminds you of her. The daughter you lost.
Come along. Let's go home.
Yes. You need to go home.
This is another trick. She's not Alicia. You are not my Verso.
No. Verso's dead.
No. You are his creations, not mine. You will not take this canvas from me.
This is what we created the expeditions for.
Tomorrow comes.
Let's go.
Before this battle, we're anticipated that the Paintress sees both his son and his daughter in Verso and Mael. For whatever reason, she thinks she's being tricked, and she fights her hardest in one of the most beautiful boss fights in the whole game. But while we seem to know everything at this stage and are ready for the conclusion, we still know not that we are not.
Is it over?
No, we're not done yet.
What ensues next is one final battle where all she does is heal us. Despite all of what we've done to her, she tries to heal us and make us perfect. Perhaps one last try for her to gain our trust in this distorted world.
Why?
Rest now. Things have been better soon.
Alicia.
It's over. The number.
She's gone. She's gone.
It's done. You're free. You are all free.
Is this real?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Gustav's watching over us. Hey, come. Wanna plant it?
Though presumably, there'll be no one coming after, right?
It's symbolic.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And so we can finally go back to Lumiere to be the first expedition in 67 years to come back. Not only that, but bringing with us a Gestrel, Eskia the Legendary, and a new expeditioner. Everybody celebrates the hero's return. Of course, everybody but Gustav's sister and his apprentices that have to face a harsh reality, seeing Mahel come back alone. In all of this, Versa still kept that letter that we have never read, and it's finally time to see what it keeps inside.
Brother, I tire of the conflicts and deceptions that plague our family and theirs. So, I entrust you with this letter. Whether you give it to her is up to you. I'm at peace with what's to come. When the time comes, I hope you will be too. Maya, it's a strange feeling watching you with my brother, laughing and smiling, without the scars or the memories that afflict me. Alicia, as she was meant to be. Not this painted version that I am. My family, a facsimile of yours. And this world, a mirror, painted by your mother, the paintress. To stave off her grief, seeing your expedition through would plunge us all into the abyss. For in ridding the world of the paintress, you'd lose the sole force standing against the one who would erase us, the one who invokes the flowers of the gommage. An act of love, for he does love her. Your father. On her monolith, she paints a warning for us all, of the few she can save as her power wanes. We all wish for our families to thrive. Your family, however, believes only one can survive. But perhaps you'll find another way. You who have lived amongst us, perhaps you differ from your father and your sister, as I differ from mine. Your mother paints life, whilst your father, death. What will you paint?
You're okay.
This is a flashback where Mael, or now Alicia, wakes up in Paris after a nightmare where she sees her brother dying again, burned alive to save her. This time though, she wakes up in her real body with her real scars and her real family.
Alicia? Good, you're awake. Come downstairs.
Finally. Our little shadow is awake.
Here we meet Clair, Alicia's sister, and Renoir and the paintress's daughter. She tells Alicia that her parents are still fighting inside of the canvas, and that despite everything, it's a stalemate. Renoir trapped the paintress, Aline, on top of the monolith so that he could have all the power. She also said that they've spent more time in this canvas than they had to. They are worried because spending too much time in a canvas could mean that you die in real life. She complains because Renoir is trying to help somebody who does not want to be helped, meaning his wife. Here we find out that that verso doesn't exist. He's a painted copy built from the paintress, but that differently from every other character also has all of his memories. She says that she needs help because she cannot run this all by herself, but she also tipped the scale in Renoir's favor so that he can finally kill everybody, because she who controls the chroma controls the painting. And right now, Clair is in charge. She says that she needs Alicia to take care of herself while she's gone, and despite Clair's will, that is when she'll be joining the painting. But before that we learn something. We learn that the writers used Alicia against the family. Here's perhaps the most important hidden plot of Expedition. In the real world where the Desange family lives, there are jobs that have certain powers. The painters can paint worlds. The musician can write sentiments, and the writers can write history. The Desange Manor is a fortress built to protect the family from the writers, but Alicia gave her trust to one of them, leading to them having access to the inside and to burning her room, which caused Verso's death. And while Alicia was simply meant to go inside of the painting with Clair to hide the canvas itself, so that the mother will stop fighting for it, she ends up being trapped in her chroma, which transformed her in one of the paintress' creation, Mael.
She's a girl. She's a girl. She's beautiful. What a lovely voice. My love, did you decide on a name?
Yes. Oh, my darling girl. We have precious little time together. You'll never know us. But I want you to know that you are loved. I want you to know you're not alone. You will always be the beautiful child I held in my arms. You will smile the brightest smile. You will cry iridescent tears. You will know love and you will know pain. You will know loss all too well, because we live in an unforgiving world. But you are strong, and you will survive. You will struggle, and you will learn. You'll find people to call your own, and you will shine as their guiding light. For you will change the world, and the people around you. You'll forever be our princess. I have decided on her name. And her name will be Maëlle.
And I know this flashback is really, really beautiful, and it gives us a great understanding as to what happens outside of the canvas. The truth is that everything is gone in the world inside of the canvas. Everybody has still got merged, and the only two humans left outside of Renoir are Alicia and Verso, because they're both immortal.
Papa.
Alicia. You're safe. I thought I told you to stay home.
Technically, my body's at home.
Some of Eline's finest work. I regret that it caused you so much pain. What Eline did was unfair to you most of all. Please, accept the Descendre family's apologies. I know it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but perhaps that's the outcome we both desire.
What?
I'm proud of you. Getting your mother out of the canvas was not easy. Once we erase the canvas, we won't have to worry anymore.
She's home now. Why?
You know your mother. Verso painted this canvas. It contains a piece of his soul. She'll never willingly part with it.
No.
For the sake of the living, we must part with the dead.
No, Papa. See, I hid the canvas.
She will always find it. This is our only opportunity, while she's too sick from her prolonged descent into the canvas to return.
No. Papa. Papa, please. This is Verso's only canvas. You can't destroy the last piece of him that we have. This is my home now. You can't just decide...
Your home? After all that with your mother, you want to stay?
You know how little remains of my life outside.
Alicia, you'll die. You've already been here longer than you should.
But...
No. Look at me, I said no. I am not letting my daughter risk her life. Alicia.
No, Mum. I'm not going to lose myself if I stay.
I know full well you will, and I am not doing this again.
What are you...
It's time to go home.
All aboard!
Professor, come on. Come on.
Here the real final stretch begins. The real Alicia against the real Renoir, where one wants to keep the canvas and the other just doesn't. With Aline, the paintress, now being gone, all the chroma, or most of it, went to Renoir, but all of what he didn't have went to Alicia, which can mean she has the ability to do something peculiar.
Your father had the axons, right?
She who plays with wonder, he who guards truth with lies.
They're the essence of your mother and your brother.
We go marched.
Well, you have.
We have much to talk about.
Alicia takes her time to explain to both Luna and Ciel what happened, who she really is, who Verso is, and what is actually going on. In all of this, Alicia came up with a beautiful plan. They will all go throughout the continent, find former expeditioner bodies that haven't gamashed, take the chroma within them, and then reuse it to make them rebirth before sending them to their last expedition against Renoir.
Tomorrow comes.
With all the expeditioners taking the enemies off of our bodies, we finally reach Renoir at the bottom of the tower.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please, I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
And don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
also died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too!
The last boss fight commences, a boss fight that is no longer just human or painted humans against the paintress or an enemy, but a boss fight of sentiment, of living creatures, of Alicia and the real Renoir, against each other for the same purpose, both wanting to save the other and save the family. But Renoir fights next to the Axons, with an insane advantage against the expeditioners.
Stop this insanity, it's time to go home.
I do love a challenge. This is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
No, she can't. Come on.
Mama.
You're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
And while Aline takes the accents away, we can finally focus on Renoir to beat him and bring order back to the canvas.
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
you can.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
Verso.
I'm sorry. Hi. You're tired of painting.
aren't she? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mermon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
You saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Mael. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso to live. Up there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Here we're met with two choices for the ending. Fight as Mael to stain the canvas forever against Verso, or fight as Verso to kill Mael in the canvas and bring Alicia back to the real world. Despite the majority of people thinking that Verso's ending where you kill Mael is the right one morally to do, this is uncertain. It's really your choice. You paint the end in this game. I know this lasted an hour and 52 and something more because I'm gonna keep on you up for a while, but I'm finishing recording this and editing this the day before Christmas, so Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this. I need to go and recheck if I've done everything a decent job, because this game has done a soul-crushing job for me. It has brought tears to my eyes, joy in my heart. It has done so much that I haven't experienced in decades. And more than that, it really crashed the Game Awards. I think we've all seen that by now, and this will stay in history. And to me, it deserves it. I haven't done so in this video at all, I believe, so for the first and last time, I remind you to like and subscribe if you can. It really means a lot to me. A controversy with the Game Awards also came up where they used AI, so let me know what you think about that in the comment. And happy holidays. This is my Christmas gift for you.